Hi everyone. In this session, we are going to discuss about flowchart sequencing type, processing of n jobs through two machines, which is a case that tie is taking place in the same series. That means while doing a problem, solving the problem, you can understand what is tie in the same series. So without any waiting, let us get into the problem and we will solve it. So please see the problem. An old shopping complex is intended to be renovated. This is done in two phases, namely repairing the patches and then whitewashing. So these are the two processes we need to be done. The time estimates in hours for each of these floors are given below. So this one, for the different floors, the processing time was given to us, time estimates. So first floor, second, third, fourth and fifth floor. Next, the processes, repair, whitewash, their time estimates were in hours was given to us. Right? Now he is asking us to find the sequence that minimizes the total idle time of repairing and whitewashing jobs, and also the total elapsed time we need to find. So he is saying that assume no passing and both come and go at the same time and find the idle time of each jobs. So three things we need to find: the sequence, total elapsed time, and also the idle time of each jobs. So first job is repairing, second job is whitewashing. So we need to find those two. So now first of all, let us find the sequence of floors we need to be done. As already you know, for finding the sequence of any process, any job, we are going to find it through Johnson's algorithm. So let us first of all find the sequence of the floors here. So here totally the number of floors are 5, as already we know. So depending upon the number of jobs or floors, we need to draw a grid here. So here 5 floors are there. So in order to find the sequence, now I am going to draw a table with a single row of 5 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So now let us find the sequence of the floors. First one, this one. So now identify the least time in all the 10 values. 5, 5. In all the 10 values, let us find the least value. So the least value is 15, but the 15 is present at two different places. For the second process, whitewashing, in third floor, for third floor 15 hours of time, for fifth floor also 15 hours of time is there. So here the value is same in the same process is same. So that means there is an existence of tie in the same series of process. In the same process we are getting the tie. Then which floor we need to write it first, right? So first of all, here the tie is existed in second process. So we can't do anything with these values. Now let us compare the first process times of the same floors 3 and corresponding floors. So 15, 15. So for this 15 in the first row, the time estimate is 25, and for this 15 in the first process the time estimate is 22. 25, 22. So which one is lesser? 22 is less, and it is corresponding to floor number 5. So here the value is less in the first process. So in the first process, if the value is less, so anyway, first of all, we are getting the minimum value in the second process. So if you get the value in the second process, we need to write either 3 or 5 on the right side of the grid. So that means at this place we need to, we need to write either 3 or 5. So first of all, which one we need to write? So now there is a competition for this grid. So example I am taking. So if we write 3 here, then you will get 5 here. If you write 5 here, then you will get 3 here. So let us see. So these are the two grids we need to decide now. So first, 15 corresponding to 15, the values are 22, 25. So the value minimum value is 22, and which is present in process 1. So if you consider these two grids, now if there is a comparison between 3 and 5th floor only. So the last two grids I am taking here. So here the minimum value is 22 in the first process. So that means we need to write the minimum value if it is existed in the first process on the left side of the table. Then I am going to write 5 here, and then the maximum value we need to write here 3. So now write the same here, the values 5 and 3. 5, 3, right? So now the minimum value is existed in the second process. So that's why we need to write on the left side, as the 15 values corresponding to 3 and 5. So we need to take a separate for these two tables. Now I am taking these two tables. So the minimum value is existed for floor 5 corresponding to the first process. So if you take in these two tables, in process 1 it is minimum. So that's why we are going to write it on left side and the remaining thing on right side. Now these two are deleted. Next, what about the remaining values? 20, 28, 20, 24, 26, 27. In these 6 values, the minimum is 20. But the value 20 is also present at 2 places. So here it is the value is minimum in the first process. So that's why we need to mention either 1 or 4 on the left side of this table. So now there is an existence of tie in between 1 and 4. Let us take these two cells on this side. So now which one we need to write? I am taking these two cells here. So now compare the values of first and fourth floors in the second process. So if for this 20 in the second process time is 24, and for this 20 the second process time is 27. And which one is lesser? 24. It is corresponding to floor 1 in process 2. In process 2, if you get the minimum, then we need to mention on the right side of these two. So the right side of these two is this one. So that's why we need to write 1 here and 4 should be here. Now represent this 4 1 exactly here. Then you will get 4 1. Next, now strike off 1 and 4. So now what is the remaining floor? 2. So take that one, 2. So now what is the sequence of floors we need to write? 4, 1, 2, 5, 3. So like this, in this way, we need to find the sequence if there is an existence of tie in the same series, right? Now let us find the total elapsed time. So in order to find the total elapsed time, already you know that we need to form a table. So this is the table we need to form. Sequence, repair, this is the first process. Whitewash, second process. In repair, start time, process time, end time. In whitewash also, start time, process time, end time. And next, idle time for repair and whitewash machines. So now let us first of all write the sequence. So what is the sequence? Already we know that it is 4, 1, 2, 5, 3. So now let us write the sequence. 4, 1, 2, 5 and 3. And then write the process times for repair and whitewash in this sequence. So now this is the process, these are the process times. Now for fourth floor, the timings are 20, 27. Process times write them for fourth floor 20, 27. And next for first floor, the process times are 20, 24. Write them 20, 24. Next, the next process is 2. So for process 2, the timings are 28, 26. So write them 28 and 26. And next, for process 5, for process 5, the timings are 22, 15. So write them 22 and 15. And next, the next floor is 3. So for floor 3, the timings are 25, 15. So write them 25, 15. Now let us find the start time and end time. Okay. So the start time is, first initially we are taking as 0. So for completing the fourth floor of repair, it takes 20 hours of time. So the end time is 20. Then immediately we are getting into first floor. The process time it takes is 20. So the end time will be 20 plus 20, 40. Next, immediately we are getting into second floor, 40. It takes 28 hours of time to complete the repair in the second floor. Then the end time will be 40 plus 28, 68. Then immediately we are getting into fifth floor. Then the end time will be, or start time will be 68. And it takes 22 hours of time to complete the repair of fifth floor. Then end time will be 68 plus 22. Then we will get 90. And next, immediately we are going to third floor repair. Then the start time is 90 hours. And it takes 25 hours of time to complete the third floor repair. Then end time will be 90 plus 25. Then 115. Right? So this one is the regarding to first process. Next, let us take the second process, whitewash. So then for whitewash, the start time will be after completing the repair in the fourth floor, then immediately the whitewash work will start. So immediately in the 20th hour itself, the whitewash work will start, and it takes 27 hours of time to complete. Then end time will be 20 plus 27 equals to 47. Next, And already I told you in the first problem, the simple technique. In these two values, which one is higher, write that. Or otherwise, if you want to tell in a concept way, after completing the fourth floor, we are coming into first floor. The fourth floor is completed at 47th hour. So we are coming to first floor by 47th hour. By 40th hour itself, the first floor repair work is completed, so that there will be no problem. There is no overtaking. So now the end time of whitewash for the first floor is 47 plus 24, then it will be 71. So if you use a simple technique, then it will be very easy. So write the larger value of 71 and 68, then it will be 71. Then end time will be 71 plus 26, then it is equals to 97. The larger value in 97 and 90, it is 97. Then end time will be 97 plus 15, it is 112. Next, larger value in 115 and 112 is 115. Then end time will be 115 plus 15 equals to 130. Right? So now for each process we have calculated the start time and end times. And next one, let us calculate the idle times. So then in order to complete all the 5 floors, 2 works, how much time it will take? 130 hours of time it will take. So the total elapsed time will be 130 hours. Then what is the third one he is asking us to find? Idle time. So let us find the idle time. So idle time will be immediately we are starting the work of repair. So there is no any idle time in the repair work in fourth floor. 0. And next, immediately the first floor work was started. There is no any time gap. So idle time is 0. And after 40th hour, immediately the second floor repair work was started. Both are 40. So there is no any idle time. And next, fifth floor repair work was started at 68th hour. So there is no any time gap. So that's why the idle time is 0. And next, the third floor repair work was started at 90th hour, and the end time of fifth floor is also 90th hour. There is no any time gap. So the idle time is 0. But in order to complete the two processes, it takes 130 hours of time. But the repair work is going to be completed by 115th hour. So that means the difference 130 minus 115, total 15 hours of time the repair machine should be in idle condition. So that's why the idle time is 15 hours. So now find the total idle time. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 15. Total 15 hours of idle time for repair work, repair machine. Next, let us calculate the idle time for the whitewashing. So initially the whitewash process was started at 20 hours. So before 20 hours of time, the whitewash machine should be idle. So that's why the idle time is 20. And next, the first floor whitewash was started at 47th hour, and the fourth floor whitewash was ended at 47th hour itself. So there is no any time lag. So there is no idle time, 0. Or otherwise, in a simple way, already I have told you in the first video that take the difference of these two values. So 47 minus 47, 0. So now take the difference, 71 minus 71, 0. 97 minus 97, 0. 115 minus 112, 3. And 130 by 130th hour the total process ended. Then find the total idle time in whitewashing. 20 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 3, that equals to 23. So now let us write the final statements. Total elapsed time is equals to 130 hours. Idle time in repair is equals to 15 hours. Idle time in whitewash is equals to 23 hours. Then what is the total idle time? Total idle time is equals to 15 plus 23 is equals to 38 hours, right? So first of all we find the sequence, then we have calculated the total elapsed time, and then we calculated the idle times in each process and the total time idle time also. So like this we are going to solve the problem when there is an existence of tie in the same series. I hope you understand. So please like the video if you understand and share it, and also subscribe to the channel. Thank you.